So I finished watching this direct, and while I'm watching the direct, I'm like all in. Like, I'm zoned in. I am loving everything I'm seeing. Nothing in the direct had really disappointed me. I just was eager to know more about this game and what they've changed and things like that. And so here is my thoughts on the full direct, and we're going in order of the big things that were shown off. I'm not going to recap everything that happened in there, but the notable things I'm giving my thoughts on. So I would recommend that you watch the direct before you hear me talk about it, because like some of the things that I'm talking about might sound like gibberish to you if you have not seen these yet. So I would recommend watching it before you hear me talk about it. That's like hearing me talk about, I don't know, extreme science when you haven't even learned about it. It's like you aren't going to be following it. So here we go. The direct started out with what I believe is the opening cutscene of the game. We didn't get to see the full thing, but I like what I'm seeing. I like it all. And then we get revealed a big kind of question from a lot of people was we see there are going to be 6 worlds and 7 areas. So they had said 6 worlds and then showed 7 areas. What I think is going to happen, I don't think, 6 worlds means less content. Because as you might know, if you've played Mario Bros. U Deluxe or Mario Bros. Wii, if I'm not wrong, there's 8 worlds. And then, like the, oh gosh, what's the Rainbow Road? It's not Rainbow Road. What's the extra content world? I don't even know, the dang Rainbow one. And then you have that. That's cool. Because there's only 6 worlds, I don't think that means less content. I just think that means more content in less worlds. I truly believe there's gonna be way more content in a world than there was in the previous games. In the previous games, like look at Mario Bros. U Deluxe, you can fly through an entire Mario world if you're decent in like 40 minutes or less. Like it's not long. I bet you each world will take you like 2 hours. Probably. Because there's going to be more levels, more side quests. It's going to be a bit more complex. I think that the length of the worlds expands, but the quantity decreases. I think that's what's going to be the case here, I think. And so 7 areas, I would assume, because there's 6 worlds, 7 areas, which is like, the exact same thing. Whatever the extra area is probably like a Bowser or like a boss location or something like that. That's what I assume that it'll be, but no confirmation. I've not played the game, so who am I to even, confirm that? I'm not. I'm just giving what I think that'll be. So 6 worlds, 7 areas. I do think that's going to be around the same amount of content, if not a whole lot more. So I'm not even worried about that. Talking Flowers. Dude, I made a whole YouTube short about one thing these Talking Flowers said. So once again, I have made it a bit of a narrative on the stream and on my Twitter that I don't like the Talking Flowers. Like, when I saw that headline saying you can mute Talking Flowers, I tweeted a big man gif of him dancing. Is it GIF? I don't even know. I tweeted a gif of big man dancing. And dude, I don't mind the Talking Flowers. I think that it adds some spice, because I feel like, not that the games are like kind of quiet, because obviously there's music, there's sound effects, but like you want that extra bit of like liveliness. And I feel like the developers went in there and they were like, how can we make it lively? Talking Flowers was one of the best things that you could have ever done. That is so smart. I love the Talking Flowers onward and upward. And like sometimes there's some parts of the game that are hard, honestly. Like you don't know where a star coin is, or whatever the case may be. It's so cool that they can help you through that. I think that's the coolest thing. Star coin nearby. I don't know that they would say that, but like what if you can do this, and they kind of hint towards something. That's cool to me. I like those guys. In terms of like new enemies and stuff, new enemies are cool. My favorite one is probably the Hoppy Cat. Obviously, it's a spin on Copycat. And the gimmick there is they jump whenever you do, which I could see being a bit like frustrating, but overall a cool enemy idea. So I would love to stomp some Hoppy Cats, but unfortunately I have to wait until October 20th, 2023 to even do that. I like the other ones though, like the Mumsies they're called, and the freaking the ones that, oh geez, the ones that like fly. Yeah, the birds, bro. All the enemies, they're all the homies. So I'm excited to get some more enemies. I like those. Goombas are obviously still a thing. I would like to see the old ones return, and obviously things like the Lakitus and the Goombas are gonna return, obviously. But I hope that they're not all gone. Like, hopefully, and maybe they were in there and I missed them. Hopefully Hammer Bros are in there. Hopefully, like, I mean, I don't know that I would want the Koopalings to be in there. They aren't even like normal enemies. But there has been no footage or evidence of Koopalings in Mario Wonder, so we might just be steering clear of no Koopalings. But apart from that, the enemies are looking good. I like how it's a new, fresh take, because we've always had Koopas. We've always had Goombas. We've always had those. So to have a brand new bunch, perfect. I love it. And then we have freaking elephants, okay? Elephants. So, before Thursday, a lot of us thought that the characters would all turn into different animals. A lot of us thought, not all of us thought that. Some actually had brains, unlike me, looking back. But I thought, like, Peach would be a flamingo. I thought, Toad would be, what did I say? I predicted like a beagle shepherd. Like, I thought that they'd be all sort of different things. But no, everyone turns into elephants. And honestly, the only one that didn't look right and sit right with me is the Daisy one. Something about Daisy, I don't know. Peach was a close second. Like, Peach was a close, like, Peach's almost did not sit right with me. The Mario one, I'm used to now. The Luigi one was fine. The Toad one is good, but it took like a, oh my gosh, that's an elephant Toad, And so that took a little bit. And seeing that picture online of the elephant sitting on Yoshi, dude, Yoshi's been in the gym. Because to carry an elephant like that can't be easy. Yoshi can carry elephants. That's some muscle. And so I like the elephants, and I like how it's kind of like a common power-up almost. I like how they're not very uncommon, or so it seems. Like, it seems like you'll run into the elephant power-up like a few times every play session. That sounds like fun. So elephants, I'm all for. Then, we move to things like power-ups. The power-ups, there's a lot of cool ones. You have the drill, you have the bubble. By the way, this freaking bubble power-up. Can we talk about that? Because that seems like really overpowered. This bubble thing is like, how do you die? How do you lose with the bubble power-up? I saw it getting used. I think they had used maybe Luigi to like demonstrate. They did this one move where a bubble went left and one went right. And it like just got both of these enemies. Like, it looks so overpowered, but who am I to complain? Like, if you have this bubble thing, you are not losing. Now, how true is that? I don't really know. But it looks dang good. I like the drill one. The drill one being able to like go up into like ceilings and stuff. That's super cool. Say there's like a hard section of the level. If you kind of wanted to, you can just skip the entire thing by drilling up into the ceiling and just going past it. I think that's nice. Power-ups are looking very, very good. Wonder Seeds. Wonder Seeds are a big one. That's kind of like a big question that I had going into the Direct. was what is going to be almost like what is a Wonder Seed. Like we saw it being used in the first announcement trailer. They used it and everything was like shaking up. I like how they use it. When you activate a Wonder Seed, your entire gameplay flips. Not literally, oh maybe literally. You know, the terrain can change levels, or you can be looking at your character top-down style like the old Zelda games, or you can, you know, enemies come flying through, or pipes go crazy. Like, the entire world gets shaken up when you use a Wonder Seed. One of the coolest things they could have ever done. That's how you add some new gameplay to the game. I love Wonder Seeds a lot, and the way that you need them to advance into some parts of the world is also great, because you want people to experience Wonder Seeds. Obviously, you don't want those to be skipped because they're annoying. There has to be an incentive to collecting them, and that is unlocking more levels in the game. That's sick. I like that. Then we move to badges. Badges are also, I think, one of the greatest additions in the game. Badges are so smart. So smart. The ability to equip one, I guess, ability per level is the coolest thing. Things like saving you from a fall, or the vine grappling one, which I love. I think that's my favorite one. Or the wall jumping one, or the crouch jumping one. Any of these badges that they showed off are amazing. I think that's how you, I guess, make things more interesting. Because there's going to be some levels where a certain badge is more needed than others. Like imagine, you know, I might need that vine grappling one more than I would need it on this other level. Or I need the crouch jumping one. It adds a new aspect. Obviously, it's a new feature. And I just think that's like one more thing to think about before you go into a level. And it makes you like excited to use it. Like, let's say I equip the vine grappling ability. I'm excited to now put that into use in the level. It's like a brand new feature, a brand new ability. It's like having a power-up without having a power-up. It's the coolest thing in the world. So I'm excited for that. I want to get all the badges. I like the grappling vine, but I also like the crouch jumping one. I would certainly go for that as well. Either of those. And then the last thing to touch on here, the best for last, is the multiplayer or the online play. Put it online play. Online play. My gosh. Can I tell you a story? So back when I used to be an Animal Crossing New Horizons content creator, I was focusing on Animal Crossing content from 2020 to 2022. Man, I had always, like, this is like a dream come true. I had always envisioned an online play where you're playing with strangers, but they're like shadows. Like, they aren't fully there. So back in the Animal Crossing New Horizons Prime era, and you can still do it now, but like, you know, back in the day, Animal Crossing trades were such a big thing. Such a big thing. Where you'd meet people on this website called Nookazon, and you could trade items there. My idea to change that was if they added a room, if Nintendo added a room in Animal Crossing where you can meet players and trade with them, and just like for fun and giggles, there was a room that you could enter, and you could see like other players like shadows in the room also trying to trade items with people. Like just seeing strangers' shadows in the back was what I always wanted in Animal Crossing. And to see that come to Mario Bros. Wonder is one of the coolest things. Seeing shadows from people like from Japan and from all over the world in your game in real time is one of the coolest things. Like I find that so satisfying. And I feel like this feature does nothing, like it does nothing for a lot of people. And I understand that. But for me personally, I think many people are underlooking how cool having shadows in the back are or is, you know? Like, that's very underlooked. That's one of the coolest things they've ever done, in my opinion, with a Mario game. I love it. And it's not just the shadows. It's the fact that they can give you power-ups. There's an incentive to helping people. Like, you get more heart points if you help people. You can see them. Like, if you're stuck on a level, you can see how they did it and follow along. Things like that. And you can just, like, meet other people with, without meeting other people. That's sick. The racing mode with your friends is also dang cool. I definitely want to run some races, because, like, a big part of Mario sometimes is, like, how fast can you go? And, like, can you get the perfect jumps? So a race means everything. Like, if you look at, like, Mario Maker, there's, like, the world record for how fast you can beat a course. And, man, it's always been a thing. Like, how fast can you beat it? So, with Mario Wonder, playing against your friends, seeing how fast you can beat a level, so cool. Now, I will say, from what I can tell and what I've been told, there's no online multiplayer for the main story. Like, you cannot play with your friends as if they were playing with you local co-op. So, like, you can play local co-op in the same room, like, with some more Joy-Con controllers. You can play local co-op just like how you could with other Mario Bros games. I don't believe this has online multiplayer in the main story, apart from, like, the shadows and stuff. And that's a bit upsetting if that's true, what I've been told and what I've been seeing. That's a little bit upsetting. I will say that. It kind of sucks. But really, I never planned on using it, so I'm not gonna, I'm not upset. And I get how that can be upsetting for those who did plan on using it. It's not all about me not using it. I get how it's upsetting, but there is also just, like, more online stuff that, you can do, like the races and stuff. Like, that's still cool. Like, that's still very, very cool. Like, there's still online multiplayer, and I like that aspect as well. And you can still play somewhat online multiplayer. Like, I believe that you can play, and they can be, like, the shadows in the course. It's just they can't help you, like, in the exact same, like, they can't grab a Wonder Seed for you. Like, if that makes sense. You can't play with them in that regard, I believe. So, there's still good online friend multiplayer, stuff. It's still good. That's fine. I like that. But yeah, I even just, like, in the whole Direct, I even just saw, like, little Easter eggs. Like, there's one frame, I don't remember where it was. I think it was probably towards the end, where Mario and Captain Toad met up. It's like a 2-second scene. Captain Toad is back in the game. Captain Toad is there. I assume there will be some more Captain Toad levels. I don't know that it'll be like a Captain Toad, like a tiny cutscene, and then that's it. I assume, similar to Mario 3D World, that there will be more Captain Toad stuff. So I like that. I've always loved Captain Toad. I'm not sure if people know that. I've always loved Captain Toad, and so to have him back in Mario Wonder is gonna be great. I love they're called Poplins, right? Poplins. I love those guys. They kind of, like, replace Toads in that regard in Mario Bros. Wonder. They're all great. They're all fantastic. Everything about Mario Bros. Wonder is looking amazing, and I am beyond excited to get my hands on the game. I can't wait. That'll be a phenomenal day when I get my hands on Mario Wonder. I'm actually busy that entire weekend when it comes out, so I'm not gonna have too much time to play it. I'm probably gonna have to, like, play it, like, all day launch day, and then put it down for the weekend, and then pick it back up when I can. But I'm excited. It should be so good. Mario Bros. Wonder releases October 20th, 2023. If you are not planning on buying it, which, if you've listened this far, you probably plan on buying it, I'm not even gonna tell you to buy it. I'm just gonna apologize, because you're gonna miss out. You're going to miss out if you do not buy Mario Bros. Wonder. That's just how I'm putting it. You're gonna miss out. And that's your problem. That's your problem. Well, look at that. You just finished a clip from my podcast, The Mario Matter. Seems like you enjoyed it. You watched the entire thing. Why not watch the full podcast right up here? Maybe even subscribe while you're at it. And maybe even leave a like if you're feeling nice. Any of those things. See you over there.